Hi guys, it's Heather here again from Holistic Simplistic, here to share with you another one of my quick, easy dinner demonstrations. This is a fun favorite of mine, is shrimp tacos and 2-minute guacamole, and I guarantee it is the fastest, tastiest guacamole ever. So I'm so excited to share this with you, and let's get started. So, to start, we'll begin with the shrimp, and we will make kind of a quasi-marinade with it. So we'll just take some of the ingredients and put it in a bowl and set it aside so that all those ingredients can kind of suck up into the shrimp. So hopefully you got your ingredients ready. So I have about 5 shrimp here. They're pretty big in size, so I'm going to take their shells off and devein them. And I'll show you how to do that. So first you just want to start with the slicing off the tails here. So we'll just do a quick slice and take off the tail. And you can basically just peel off these the shells. You should come off pretty easily. And then you can trim off the legs as well. I know it sounds kind of gross, but it is all good. So you want to make sure that you get, slice it down the back and make sure you get any of the deveining out of it. You want to take that vein right out, and you'll see it there. It's kind of a large portion. And that is just, not to sound crude, it's the excess of their digestive system. So you want to just cut that out just so you don't get any extra goodies with your shrimp. So, and you can definitely rinse these off as well. So we'll just keep trucking along here. These are, shrimp tacos are my favorite. They're just so tasty, fresh, Baja style. You can dress them up a million different ways. This is just some of the ingredients that I picked are just some of the easiest and most common that go along with a taco, but you can feel free to add or subtract. You know, add rice, beans, different types of seasoning, anything that you think would pair nicely. Really make it your own. And, you know, the options are endless, really. So we're just going to keep moving along here with some of these shrimp. And just push all the other stuff to the side. We'll give these a quick rinse once they're done. Just peel off this shell. These are pretty good sized shrimp. These are wild shrimp from Florida. Excellent to grab these wild shrimp. They're humongous, nice and fresh. Definitely prefer wild over farmed raised. Just trying to get the best quality ingredients possible is super important. So, you know, you really know that what you got going into your meal is the best. So now you can just, it depends on how many people you're feeding. I typically, you know, estimate that I'm just feeding myself. I am a New Yorker, so I definitely taper down to just one. But depending on how many people you're feeding, you can adjust the size of the ingredients as needed. So let me just give these shrimp a quick rinse. And then we'll push this aside. You just want to pat them dry with a paper towel. Get all the excess water off of them. Great. So I'm going to slice these down into smaller pieces just so that once it does go in the taco, it's a little bit less chunkier. So you just want to slice them down into a couple of pieces. These are pretty large shrimp, so we will cut them a little bit smaller. I'm going to toss these in the bowl, and then we're going to start to make our marinade. So I had you guys get the cumin, just a little, add a little heat to these spices. But if you have red pepper, cayenne, anything else that you feel or you have available in your kitchen, you know, this was what it's all about. It's just convenience. So we'll just shake a little teaspoon of that around. Nice and fragrant. Get the shrimp fully coated. Going to take one of the limes. Make sure you don't want to switch up your cutting board. Slice it in half. And you can squeeze this in. I actually have a fancy device that helps me squeeze out my juice, so squeeze that half and the other half. Fantastic. Love a little lime. It just really is a great citrus. And then if you have your garlic, definitely, I'm using a crushed garlic that I have prepared. But if you have your garlic, you want to slice it down into small pieces and then add that in. I'm just going to use a little crushed garlic here. You can crush your garlic as well. I love it. It just makes a nice puree. So we'll just mix this around. I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro since we have it here. Fresh cilantro, just dice it up in my hands. And I'm going to set this one aside just for a few minutes to let that all soak into the shrimp. And prepare some of our other sides that we have going into the taco. So if you have your tortillas here, which I have the corn tortillas, we're just going to heat these up. You can heat these two ways. I'm just going to toss them in the oven just to give them a nice heat to them, soften them, give them a little crispiness. You can toss them in the microwave if that's easier. Maybe 10 seconds. If you like a crispier taco, you can toss a little bit of olive oil in your pan and very light, and toss this on either side, and it'll make it a little bit crunchier. But for now, I'm just going to throw it in the toaster oven for a few minutes and give it and heat them up. So we'll toss those in there and wait for that. So while the shrimp is marinating and the tortillas are heating up, I'm going to work on my 2-minute guacamole. And this is fantastic. Now, depending on what you have in terms of ingredients, there's a couple of stages. You can make it as fancy or as simple as possible. So I'll start small and show you the steps to increase it. So we'll start with the avocado. Want to slice it directly down the center and turn the knife all the way around. So it's sliced completely in half. And then you want to twist and open. Perfect. You're a pro. So we will take this seed out and slice it all up. Should slide out pretty easily if you have a nice ripe avocado. Want to make sure that they're nice and ripe. Give them a squeeze, and if they are soft and you can kind of feel them mush in a little bit, you don't want it too mushy, then you know that they are ripe. Avocados are amazing fruit. I did say fruit. It's true. So we want to scoop all of this out, get every last bit of it. And we will toss the shells and the seed. Okay. So, again, if you have more people, you might want to throw in an extra avocado, so 2 avocados total. But for now, I'm just going to have 2. So, basic guacamole is avocado, little bit of lime, and like I said, squeeze this in. I'm going to use my fancy machine. Both sides in. Oops. A healthy dose of lime. I like mine extra limey. It's tasty. So lime is in. A handful of salt. And then and you can stop here. This is the basic guacamole. Everything from here on out is a little bit extra. So, salt and lime, excellent. Maybe if you're just having a little bit of this as a side condiment, don't want to get too crazy. If you have the opportunity to grab the fresh cilantro, you want to pull a couple of these leaves off. And we'll dice them up just slightly. Want to roll them into a bunch and just slice them down the side. Careful of your fingers. Excellent. Perfect. Toss that in. And if you still want to keep going, we can add a little tomato. So you want to slice this down. Take care of all the inside so that you don't get all the seeds. Excellent. Toss that in. Beautiful. Such a colorful condiment. Really adds a nice flavor. Great color. Beautiful accompaniment to sandwiches, salads. It's really great. And of course, tacos. So, add a tomato. Toss this in. Perfect. 2-minute guacamole. Awesome. This is easy for anyone. It's great with vegetables, chips, dip. Perfect snack. Always great to have a couple avocados on hand. Salt, lime, that's all you need. Have a little cilantro, a little tomato. Get real fancy. That's perfect. Excellent. So let's keep moving. I'm going to check out our tortillas. I'm going to keep them going just a little bit extra. And then we're going to move on and work on our sides. So if you had the chance to grab some lettuce, I actually grabbed a radicchio, which is not quite purple cabbage, but close enough. And this just also adds great flavor and texture to your tacos. Love this in a taco, but if you have lettuce, it's amazing too. It adds a nice crunch too. So we're going to toss this in. First, we're going to start by just slicing it right down the center. And give that nice slice. And then once you have a couple of slices, just chop them down the sides here. Careful when you get down towards the centers. It gets a little bit heavier and thicker, so you want to toss those to the side. And you could just have these as a, separately prepare these in bowls. So some people like them, some people don't. It's up to them. This is a great family kind of meal. Tacos, Taco Tuesday, Taco Wednesday, great. So I'm going to grab my tortilla, nice and warm. Great. And we're just going to give the guacamole a little bit of a spread on each of these tortillas. Right on top. Add a little of this. So we'll set that aside. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cook up the shrimp. Start with our pan, putting on the heat. Side. Allow that to heat up. Perfect. Give our guacamole a taste. Ooh, that's good. Great. We're just going to toss all of this shrimp that's been marinating here right into the pan. Perfect. Give it a little swish around. Shrimp takes about 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes to cook all the way through, and you'll notice when it's cooked, it'll be pink and nice. So we'll let that heat up a little bit. I'm going to grab a spatula. Fantastic. Guys, have any questions? Just let me know. These are great to prepare with the kids for a big event, or just want to have the kids kind of make their own, design their own taco, just have little things to dip themselves in. Be great. You'll see the pan's heating up nicely now. Your shrimp should be turning a nice light pink color. Always nice to have a couple of accompaniments with this. If you have beans or black beans or some brown rice in the house, awesome to pair this with. Don't even need the tortilla. You can actually throw this right on top of a salad. There's a lot of options when you have these kinds of ingredients that you can shake these up different ways over the next few days if you have a lot of the stuff in the house. So a lot of these meals are intended so you can reinvent them over and over again, so you'll never go hungry. Looks like our shrimp are cooking up really nice. Super. It smells delicious. I hope yours does too. These are amazing. Cilantro is a great herb that you can actually turn into a lot of dressings if you blend it or puree it really good. Add it with some yogurt or things like that. Oh, absolutely amazing. Really good for you. Wonderful for cleansing. I'm always interested in knowing what exactly all this food's going to do for me, make me feel good and energized. So, fresh ingredients, fresh avocados, tomatoes, purple cabbage. The colors of this meal alone are just all over the spectrum. So that to me makes me feel really good that I'm getting all the different ingredients. Just want to do a check on these shrimps. Make sure they're cooked all the way through. Give them a nice slice. Perfect. Excellent. Just going to scoop these up. Notice how they're all nice and cooked up. A little bit nice pink color. Just plop those on top. Excellent. Turn the burner down. Perfect. Add a little extra guacamole on top. If you have Greek yogurt, add a little sprinkle of cheese. Totally up to you. Totally up to your design. And there you have it. Shrimp tacos with 2-minute guacamole. Sounds good. Let's take a taste. Delicious. Fantastic. This is Heather again from Holistic Simplistic. You can check me out on my website, holistiksimplistic.com, to check out more recipes like these. See you next time. Bye.